All right, people, we're back. This is the beginning of August, and continuing on with the insulation. Last week, I actually did this area, which was harder than this area right here. So I saved this easy area for this week. I've ordered the inspection for tomorrow morning, and that's how easy I think this area is going to be. But first thing I have to do is to install this electrical box right there. That is going to be in the floor so that we can have an outlet in the middle of the floor where we can have like a couch or something and have access to power without having cords go across the floor. So I'll put that in momentarily. After we get the inspection done, the goal is to get the subfloor for this area down, for this main area, all of this here, and then begin putting in the steel columns that sit on this double beam right there. And and then so we'll get the columns at least temporarily fixed in place and make a structure to allow me to crank up the beams that go across here and connect to those bolts right there. There's two sets. And hopefully, and that won't get done this week, I don't think. I think I'll be lucky to get all the subfloor down. And if, any leftover time before Friday morning, I can start working on the steel. Anyway, here we go. All right, so in putting this electrical box in, so I bought this flush set electrical box. It's got this lid on it. It's got a spot to put in your flooring here. So the only thing you're going to see is this edge, and then this is where the wires come out, and this little thing to help lift it up. The outlet is basically diagonal facing up this way. I do have a beef with this thing. I had to file the crap out of this hole. The hole was too big for the smallest clamp, and then a 1-inch clamp didn't fit, even though the hole was 1 inch. So I had to, and it was too close to the bottom so that the nut wouldn't turn. So I had to file the crap out of that. So I'm kind of miffed about that, but it's China, so whatever. Now, the 4 screws that hold this in are like 3/8 of an inch long. So this could fit as low as it is. Or if we need to, we could shim it up a little bit. So given that flooring is supposed to be 3/4 inch, but may not be exactly, or you might want to sand it eventually. Sand the floor, refinish the floor and sand it down. So I'm setting this box to be a hair lower than what would typically be sufficient. So I'm leaving about 1/8 of an inch here. It doesn't have to be even across both, because we can shim up those 4 holes to raise this up to the proper level. And if the floor is not quite 3/4 inch thick, then I'm setting this a little lower than 3/4 inch so that that's okay if the floor isn't perfectly 3/4 inch. So I'm blocking it with these blocks of wood. I've screwed this 2x4 in place. The idea being that someone should be able to step on this and not have it punch through the hole. So I'm supporting the box thoroughly with wood and screwing in multiple places this 2x4 support. And hopefully that'll keep this thing stable. And so if someone steps on it, it won't be disastrous. So that's how that's going to fit in. So I just need to run the wiring, staple it to the side of the joist, and then leave enough, maybe 6 feet long or something, so that it can tie in with one of the boxes along the wall, wherever they are. And that'll be the inspection point. All right, got all the styrofoam board in underneath the joists, taped up the joints. It's time to get cleaned up and go get something to eat. And then tomorrow morning, right off the bat, I can start putting in the insulation. And that shouldn't take me very long at all.
Let the day take me away. Sink deep into a breeze and sleep beside the sea. Close your eyes and envelop me. Kiss me deeply with your words and your eyes. Take them all, my soul and mind. Dizzy speed the ruminations fly. Leave all other thoughts behind. Say hello to another day. Make the world go away. The sun has filtered in. I think I'll let it stay. I am a feather in a hurricane. My consciousness too small a spot to see. I am surrounded by a million bursting suns. Close your eyes and envelop me. Oh, yeah.
All right, people. So I got All of this subfloor down. So this joint right here is basically the middle of the house. And then I got one more row down. So the reason I can't put down the rest is because this wall structure is in the way. This isn't load bearing at the moment, so I could take it out, but that means that my living space is all disturbed, and I don't want to do that until the very beginning of the next trip. So that I can tear it down, put down the flooring, build that exterior wall that goes along there, and then kind of reformulate my living space with foam just to temporarily shore it up. Then I would build the stairs in there. But this time, right now, this piece right here, that, and everything else to the left is all just temporary screwed in place so that I can walk around without falling through. The next step I want to do, instead of building this exterior wall, which I could do right now, but I just don't feel like it, I have to cut away this corner to make way for the end of the beam. And I'm going to start making the structure to hold or support the beam while I'm lifting it. The beam underneath the subfloor is right across there. So that's going to be the wall of the bathroom. And so the posts for the beam sit about here, which means I need to take out this corner because it's in the way. So, and eventually I'll have to do that corner too, that whole side there and that corner, but I really don't want to mess with that right now just because all the blown insulation is just a mess. Now eventually all of the ceilings of the fourth floor rooms are going to be gone because I'm redoing all the joists up there. The finished walls of this bathroom, of course, are going to be destroyed. And I might have to do the bedroom, all of the bedroom walls. I hope not. Just the removing the wallboard and redoing it. But I don't know. We'll see. So first task right now is to cut that out.
He's at a critical time. He's waiting for the sun to shine, and all the children on the playground know his name. In his mind he'll stay and play, and then the clouds will go away, and all the children on the playground know his name. He had a wife and kids till late in 1983, and ever since that time he's watched the families on TV. And he can't help only watching, 'cause it's the only thing he knows. And he hopes what's lost in him will never ever show. Would you like a piece of candy? Would you like a ride?
All right, folks, this concludes this week. I actually got one of the beams up. The post is half an inch off the ground, with the beam being level. And unfortunately, it's an inch and a half that way from where it should be. And of course, it ain't going to bend. So with the beam being supported by this 2x6 here, with two Simpson bolts on each side, the beam is level. And I was able to, with a little bit of filing, maybe about half an hour on and off, I was able to get those 4 holes to match up. And the bottom of the beam is level with the bottom of the big beam. So it's not level with the top, but that's okay. That's thickness difference. So no, everything turned out. So yeah, I'm calling it a week. I'm beat. See you.